How do you ruin an 18-year marriage? They were supposed to be unbreakable.
I love her until the day I die.
So I don't think anything could hurt us.
Your daughter is the talk of the town.
Do people think that you're that girl?
Everybody has seen it. Have you?
No, because I don't need to see that.
There was this tabloid explosion.
When you get defensive, it's very ugly.
How the did you end up that person?
It was a joke.
She was hurt. She was vulnerable.
If someone can understand what she's doing, it's you.
I just felt a tremendous impulse to give.
Antonio Banderas is reportedly trying to bandage his marriage with Melanie Griffith.
I am lover only of my wife.
I was back with him, but it wasn't great.
Melanie revealed she'd been suffering from stress-induced seizures.
Griffith filed for divorce today, citing irreconcilable differences.
It was physically painful.
Antonio Banderas rushed to hospital after collapsing in his home.
I remember people betting, literally, in articles, betting money that we were going to last 3 months.
There was this tabloid explosion, wasn't there? She was a home wrecker. You were using her to further your career.
We were in the middle of a hurricane.
How have you managed to keep it together under all that pressure?
We made a pact.
We base our relationship in our family.
My stepfather, Antonio Banderas, burst into our lives. I jumped from school to school and I was homeschooled and I struggled so much. He was so vibrant and so fun.
We look around and we see our kids and the importance of having a stable family.
Antonio wanted the supportive family he never had.
How did your parents react to you wanting to become an actor?
Bad, especially my mother.
We really did try to change his mind, but it was an unknown world for us. No one in the family had ever been an actor, but besides that, it seemed as though it would be very difficult.
But when Antonio went to Hollywood to make it as an actor, it only got harder.
Do you feel challenged as an actor?
Always. In the moment that you start to feel comfortable in what you're doing, you start losing the power. I couldn't sleep and I said, what am I going to do with this? This is like a drug. I cannot get rid of it. I got to keep going. I don't speak a word of English. What am I going to do? I was 31 when I learned. It was like somebody was hitting me with a hammer in the brain. It was almost physically painful. Still now, my mother said to me, if you were working in a bank, you can come home every day.
His desperation to make his mom proud backfired.
Not all of Antonio's films were favorably reviewed, and critics wondered if he was spreading himself too thin.
The most important word is no. Those who say no are the winners. The ones who say yes all the time become cheap. We feel that when you finish a movie that nobody's going to call you again. So you just pick up everything, almost compulsively. Everything here is the last movie that you have done. If the last movie you have done is good, you're great. And if the last movie that you did is bad, you're bad.
In trying to prove himself, Antonio lost sight of what really mattered.
Antonio Banderas reportedly caught dancing with a young model in a club.
Antonio Banderas is reportedly trying to bandage his marriage with Melanie Griffith after rumors that he cheated on her apparently resulted in these recent pictures of her without her ring.
These two seem like the most perfectly happy Tinseltown couple, but like so many Hollywood romances do, their love affair apparently just went cold.
Melanie Griffith and Antonio Banderas are ending their 18-year marriage. Griffith filed for divorce today, citing irreconcilable differences.
Melanie Griffiths revealed, quote, "The reason my marriage to Antonio fell apart was because I was stuck. The actress was recently diagnosed with epilepsy and said, every seizure that I had was at a point when I was extremely stressed. I got divorced, which was a real healer for me."
But while divorce healed Melanie, Antonio's heart literally broke.
He suffered a heart attack 2.5 years ago. When that happens to you and you see death so close, you are more conscious of your vulnerability. The only thing that actually is certain, which is death. That night at the hospital, and there was this woman that came, it was an older nurse. She said to me, why do you think people say I love you with all of my heart, and they don't say I love you with all of my brain? Your heart is actually a warehouse for feelings. You're gonna get sad, but then you're gonna come out different. You will see, you're going to learn something beautiful about this. And she was right. And suddenly I was crying. Everything was more raw. It was almost kind of necessary for me to metaphorically kill the Antonio Banderas that everybody knew. There are things that are, unexpected that happen in your life that may help you to understand yourself better and to have a different perspective of what is around you. The things that you thought that were important are not important anymore. What is really important with your daughter, your family, your friends.
Antonio knew what he needed to do.
I am an actor because I cannot verbalize certain feelings. I have to act. I bought a theater in Malaga, in my hometown, and I attach it to a school, and I have 600 students there studying and giving them what I didn't have when I started doing theaters. And that is very important for them because they feel important and they feel that somebody cares. I'm very happy about this project. It's fulfilling me so much.
And when Dakota needed his support, Antonio stepped up in a way his parents never did.
Dakota Johnson's new film, 50 Shades of Grey, is shocking audiences.
Does this mean your mom might see this one?
Oh, I don't think so.
Are people weird around you because of that role?
I don't think I can. Yeah. I think it would be strange. She's a really good actress. I don't need to see that to know how good she is. You know?
All right, you don't have to see it.
If someone can understand what she's doing in 50 Shades, it's you. That's not extreme, it's just acting.
Right. She actually has been very committed. She's fabulous. And that makes me very proud. Congrats, Coqui. You're doing great.
By choosing what really mattered, Antonio got the proud family he'd always wanted.
Antonio taught me about true passion and discipline. I got very lucky. I got a bonus dad who is actually one of the most influential people in my whole life. Papi, on behalf of your family, we are perpetually in awe of you. We are so proud of you, and we love you forever.
I think when you receive an award, you have to dedicate it to somebody. I am going to dedicate the award to you, Dakota, because you always call me Papi. And still now you call me Papi, and I love that. You have no idea how much. It was 20 years of family life that was beautiful, but the best is still to come.